Look at these things: a rock, a baseball, a crystal. All of them, of course, samples of matter. But what do they have in common? They are all objects and serve as several examples of a solid form of matter. How do you think scientists define a solid?
Scientists define a solid as anything that has a definite shape and a definite volume. Unlike liquids and gases, solids can often be carried from place to place without a container.
Now, look at these containers of all different shapes and sizes, filled with another kind of matter, liquid, in this case, water. As we see here, liquid takes up space. It has volume, but it has no definite shape. In fact, liquids take the shape of any container into which they're poured. Here, we see a beaker and a graduate cylinder, each with the same volume of liquid. But the shape of the liquid is related to the container. So scientists define this next form of matter, liquid, as having a definite volume but no definite shape.
Sometimes we may have a party balloon filled with helium. If we untie the balloon, it deflates. What is the substance that we let out of the balloon? Is it a solid? Is it a liquid? Obviously, it is not a solid or a liquid. The substance coming from the balloon is a gas, another form of matter. Using the terms volume and shape, how would scientists define a gas? Scientists define a gas as having no definite volume or shape. As the gas leaves the balloon, we feel a rush of air, but it eventually spreads throughout the room. But can gas have volume and weight? Let's find out with this balloon, which we first see deflated on a scale, with very little weight registered. But when we inflate the balloon with gas, what do you observe? Filled with gas, the balloon now registers a greater weight on the scale. So, as we've seen, a gas can occupy space and definitely have weight.
Here, we've got a typical school lunch. Take a moment and see how you would classify the different items here, as solid, liquid, or gas. From the lunch, the items you could classify as solids are the chicken, the broccoli, the fruit, and the meat in the soup. The liquids include the soup, milk, and tea. And the examples of gas include the vapor from the soup and tea.
The fourth state of matter is what scientists call plasma, and is more difficult to visualize than the other phases of matter. Plasma, like gas, has no shape or size, and is rarely found on Earth. But matter in the plasma phase exists throughout the universe. According to scientists, plasma is associated with unique particles that produce large amounts of energy. For example, most of the material that makes up the sun and other stars is matter in the plasma phase.